Hi guys, welcome to my monthly makeup basket for May. As mentioned, I'm going to be doing these in the middle of the month in case some of these products end up in my favorites. I don't want to talk about them over and over, but basically this is a drawer in my makeup collection that I will be reaching into hopefully every day if all goes as planned. It's going to have products in there that I reach for every day, so it makes getting ready a little bit easier. Also, new products that I want to try out. And thirdly, products that I either don't reach for enough or I'm on this new mission to kind of do my makeup differently, try new colors, new shades, new finishes, because I'm like a warm toned kind of girl. So I'm really trying to go out of my comfort zone, even though I'm not right now. It's like the end of the day and I'm just kind of looking like a mess. But I definitely want to try and mix it up so that you guys don't get bored. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. So here is my basket from last month. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it month to month, so let me know if you'd like me to kind of chat about the products that I used last month or just skip right to the next one. But either way, I'm going to pick out all the things that I want to swap out and then put in some brand new stuff. Starting off for palettes this month, I want to make use of my Carly Bybel palette. I absolutely love the shadows, but more so I love the highlighters. These are probably some of the best quality highlighters that I own. They have a great shade range. They're really, really glowy, even better when you use them wet, and this palette is just such a good deal. Then I want to make use of, I've swapped out my Kat Von D because I'm assuming you're probably sick of hearing me talk about that. So I'm going to use these two, this little Inglot duo here. So I'll use this for setting my under eye. Potentially this for contouring. It might be a little bit too light for me. Then I want to make more use of my Tartelette in Bloom palette. I got this for my birthday and I absolutely love the way it looks as a palette, but it hasn't been something that I've been reaching for because it is a little bit more cool toned than I kind of thought it was going to be. So I want to put this in here to make more use of it. And then I've also got this Inglot palette here that I want to make use of these two blushes. I love this peachy shade, and then there's also two highlights in here too. So I'm going to keep in these two mascaras that I talked about last time. I'm going to add in two more, or three more actually. The Marcelle Curling and Volume Mascara, which I mentioned in my Canadian Beauty video. And then these two Dior mascaras. These are a shade extension of the Dior Show 2016, and there's like a maroon one and a navy blue, so I think I'll probably use these on the lower lash line. These are three staples that I'm going to keep in here. Wet n Wild Creme Brulee, a new favorite of mine. I love it for a matte inner corner highlight or under the brow bone. The NYX Dark Circle Concealer, this one is in the shade Dark, and then the Time Bomb Concealer. I love this for concealing redness, acne, and scarring. For brows, things are going to stay the same, except I'm going to add in this upside down Marcelle Perfect Brow. This is an amazing brow gel. It's got a tiny little brush on it. I mentioned it in my Canadian makeup video, but it's got great pigmentation, amazing hold, and I'm obsessed. For eyeliners this month, I'm going to be adding in the NYX Slide On Glide On. This one is in the shade Golden Bronze. This is a new one from Dior. It is like a maroon shade, and then the LA Splash Architect. This is just like a plain black. Because I'm not including the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette, I'm going to use this sleek one for contour. Then I've got the Annabelle Biggie Bronzer. This one has like a little bit of shimmer in it, so I'm going to try and make use of that. I've still got my NYX one in here that I want to use up. This is also great for contour. And then the Makeup Forever Pro Fusion Bronzer. This one is just a perfect bronzer for me. For blush this month, I want to use the Mary Kay. This is one of their sheer dimension powders, so it's like somewhere in between a blush and a highlight. And I just think that this is the perfect color for spring. And then a great neutral for me is Lorac Cinematic. And then I also want to use this one because it also screams spring. It is the Makeup Revolution blush in New Rules. I also want to put in the Mary Luminizer highlight. I mentioned this in my products that YouTube made me buy video, and when I wore this again, I was like, damn, that's a great highlight. So the blush and highlight drawer is super full this month. Moving on to eyes, I didn't get a chance to use the Inglot Pure Pigment that I had mentioned in my last monthly makeup basket, so I've got to use this. I've also still not worn this Inglot lipstick, the gray one. I've got to use this Too Faced Melted Fuchsia as well. Then being added into the lip pile is the Dior, this is a milky tint, and this one is in the shade Milky Peach, Annabelle Twist Up in Sorbet. This is the Makeup Forever, one of their lip glosses in the shade 500. And then ColourPop Tootsie, which is kind of like a great nudie gray brownie shade. For primer this month, I'm going to use the Essence All About Matte. And then in the way of foundations, I'm going to give this Maybelline one a go again. I absolutely love it, but I think it was breaking me out, but I'm not totally sure. So I'm going to try it again. And then the EX one, this is something else that I mentioned in the YouTube Made Me Buy It. I want to do a foundation review on this, so I want to test it out a little bit before I actually review it. Then I've also got 2 concealers from Mary Kay. These are insane. These are their brand new, this is the Under Eye Corrector. And then this one is the Perfecting Concealer. I plan on having a blog post up about these, so if it's up, I will link to it down below. Then I also want to make use of these Dior Mono Shadows. So this silver one is insane, and I need to use it. It's in the shade Techno. And then this one is in the shade Mineral. It's a more kind of champagne brown shade. I'm also going to include Makeup Geek's Utopia because my friend Shell and I are going to do a collab with this, so I might play around with it before I do my makeup look for that collaboration. So my makeup basket is very full this month, and I didn't do a very good job last month of really trying everything out as much as I thought I was going to. Because I put a lot of bolder colors in here, and honestly, if I'm in a rush for work, I'm just not going to reach for like the crazy things that take some thought and consideration. So hopefully this month goes a little bit better. So that is my monthly makeup basket for May. Let me know down below if you would like to see these filmed differently, if you like the way that this went in addition to the one from last month. And if you'd like to connect with me, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat at SamanthaJaneYT, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!